Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nikki and today we have a very exciting video. I tested out the Salt Flush Cleanse. So for those of you who don't know what the Salt Flush Cleanse is, it's basically just a saltwater mixture that you drink and then it flushes out your digestional tract and your colon to give you a detox. Don't forget guys to give the video a big thumbs up and press that subscribe button down below. It really does a lot to support the channel. And before we get into the video, I do want to put a little disclaimer. I do know that drinking this volume of salt water is not good for people with high blood pressure, and it's not recommended for women who are pregnant. So before you do try this cleanse, I definitely recommend that you guys get in touch with your healthcare provider to make sure that this is going to be the right healthy choice for you. Yeah, so this video was shot before I did my hair. If you guys haven't seen my brown to silver hair transformation video, it'll be linked in the cards above. And with all that being said, let's get into the video. So to start off with, we had to get the mixture together. So one of the key ingredients is the salt, of course, and for this you have to use non-iodized salt. I went to the grocery store down the street and they didn't have any non-iodized salt at all, so then I had to go to another store and I did find only one kind, and it was a pink Himalayan sea salt that you'll see in the video, and I had to get a huge container that was like $15 because that's all they had. That was a whole journey and it took a lot of effort to get that salt in the first place because you can't use regular table salt. The next issue that I had was I didn't have a cup or a container that held 4 cups of water. So I used the biggest cup that I had and it was about 1 cup of water short. So what I did decide to do was to omit that water, which I think was a big mistake. Like nothing was really happening and I started drinking more water. That's when the urges started to come. So if you run into that problem, here's what I would do is put as much water into the glass or container as you can, mix up the beverage, and when you're done drinking that whole beverage, drink the rest of the plain water. I've seen a lot of people use 2 water bottles. They'll do the salt mixture in one, drink that whole down, and then drink down the whole clean one. Have cup, what I have here is Himalayan pink sea salt. It doesn't matter what kind of salt you use, but it has to be non-iodized. Regular table salt is iodized, so that won't work. We're gonna start with 4 cups of water. It's too full. We're a little lacking on the water. Next, we're gonna put in the salt. I gotta open this because it's new. I just bought it. For the salt, we're gonna put in 2 teaspoons. Very important, don't put in tablespoons. I'm gonna do a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna do half of a lime. Usually people do lemon, but I don't have lemon, so. I'm gonna stir this up really well so that it's nice and dissolved. Another mistake I think I made was that I didn't use warm enough water, because when I got to the bottom I did notice that there was a lot of salt undissolved. So you really want to use warm water and make sure that that's been like stirred and dissolved really well. You have to drink this whole mixture in 5 minutes. So I'm gonna set a timer on my microwave. Okay, here we go. So, it doesn't taste good. I got about halfway. I need to wait a second. I'm like nauseous. I feel like I'm running out of time, but my timer went away. Okay. I still have 3 minutes. So I'm not too concerned. I'm like there. Okay. I don't want it. So close. Minute and a half. Okay. God. Okay, I only have a teeny tiny bit left. I did way over half. I just can't do it anymore. That is so gross. My timer's about to go off. Like, drinking the beverage was not great. I'm sure you guys can imagine if you've ever gargled salt water for a sore throat or to get rid of a canker sore or something like that. It's like, not great. It's fine, but I also just realized that I am filming in my guest room, which doesn't have a lot of stuff in it, so it's probably pretty echoey in here, and I'm really sorry about that, guys. So once I did drink the drink, I waited about 15 minutes, and then I was feeling like so bloated and so disgusting, so full feeling. It was horrible, but nothing was happening. I wasn't feeling any grumblies in my tumblies. I'm just waiting for the mix to kick in. It's only been about 10 minutes, no biggie. I just wanted to tell you guys what I'm feeling in my tum-tum region. I feel really like nauseous, like I'm going to throw up. Jimmy! But I'm not really feeling anything in the intestinal region yet. I am now starting to feel a little bit of grumblies in the tumblies, so I'm gonna make my way to the restroom and update you guys later. Did end up using the restroom about 45 minutes after I drank it, and it was like not what I was expecting at all. Texture wise, I don't want to be like gross and go into like huge detail, but you expect it to be more loose, if you will, and it was a lot more firm than I'm even used to in my regular life. So I was kind of like, what's happening? It's supposed to have the opposite effect, like almost like you have, you know, like the stomach bug. Okay, well, that was unexpected. So I don't know if it's working or not. I'll give it some time and see what happens, I guess. About an hour and a half in, I drank a whole bunch of water, and then I went to the restroom twice. I'm just sipping on some water to try and like flush out the extra salt that's in there that didn't come out. So what I just did was I actually got in the bath. You can probably kind of hear it draining right now. My stomach felt like super bloated, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna chill out, calm my system down. Maybe it will help get things moving. And while I was in there, I felt like, you know, I had some gas. I read online that you should absolutely not ever fart while you're doing this because it won't be just that. I got out of the bath, and what happened next was what I was expecting to happen the first time that I went to the bathroom. I think maybe it's starting to work. I'm just gonna like wait it out and see if anything else happens. And after that, I didn't use the restroom for the rest of the day. What makes this to me a huge fail is not that I didn't lose weight, not that I didn't, you know, shed a bunch of water weight and like inches and look snatched. It was that this detox cleanse had the opposite effect on me. Instead of flushing me out, it stopped up the whole system for a week and couldn't go, okay? and it was not a cute look. And I felt really, really sick, and I barely ate for like a week. My salt flush cleanse experience was unexpected, that's for sure. I think it did more harm than good. That's the thing about these challenges, is that I can't say that the salt flush doesn't work for me, because at that time there were so many other things happening, you know, stress or lack of sleep, or if you're a lady at that time of the month, and hormones can really affect that. So yeah, I'm definitely willing to try it again. The 2 water bottle method seems like the most effective one to me, so that's what I would try next. That's my thoughts on the salt flush. Is, you know, you have to be careful about your own body and your own health. Just because it works for someone else doesn't mean it's going to work for you, and it can cause some seriously bad side effects. So I do want you guys to be really careful if you are considering doing this. I'm sorry that this was a little anticlimactic, but it was a fail for me. There you have it. That is me trying the salt flush cleanse. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to press thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!